comes to Pokemon, 6-0 and out the door. When it comes to Yu-Gi-Oh, OTK and up for sure. Servon 1212 is the name you ought to know. Like, comment, and subscribe if you wanna see some more.
What is up, my 1212? Servon 1212 is back with some more YGO Pro shenanigans. This deck profile was requested by my boy Than La. I think that's how you pronounce it. But he asked on my Spirits vs. the Worlds video if I could make a vampire deck using... What is it? He asked if I can make it using the Vampire Field spell, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, Vampire Kingdom, right here. And, oh my god. Let me tell you a story about how this deck came to be. So about 10 minutes ago, literally right before I made the video, I had an epiphany of some awesome ish I could do with vampires. And I like, oh my god, I can actually do this in this deck now. And I've been wanting to do this for a long time. Because I was going to come up with some... Here, let me show you the first deck. This is 2.0. At first, I was going to give you some boring ass, BS, casual, everybody plays this type of vampire deck. And that's not my character, so I scrapped it. That's why it's not finished. I just scrapped it and got rid of it. I didn't want to build that for you guys. So I came up with this instead, and oh my god, as you saw from the replays, this deck does ish. And I literally just put this together like 10 minutes ago and tested like the crap out of it on YGO Pro and stuff. And it worked out a lot better than the original vampire deck that I had in mind. But anyways, this one's for you, Than La. Hope you enjoy it. Let's get into the deck profile. First off, we have one vampire vamp. She's basically relinquished for the deck. You can get her out pretty easily. Like, if they kill your Vampire Sorcerer, you can use his effect to search out her, then next turn banish him and normal summon her, and then eat one of their monsters and get like a stupid attack stat. And then if she dies while she has like something attached to her, she just comes back from the grave, which is really cool. Next we have 3 Destiny Hero Malicious, because this is a zombie deck and you usually run Malicious, and Malicious is a part of the Super Saiyan God combo that you saw in the first replay. So we gotta run him at 3. We have plenty of ways to discard him out the hand too, so it's not really that bad. We have 2 Shadow Vampire. I really hate this card so much. Like, she's so bad. I hate Shadow Vampire to like the maximum extent of the law. But he's freaking, we need him to kind of help set up our vampires in the graveyard and on our field. If he didn't have that stupid effect to where only that monster can attack for the rest of the turn, I would be okay. But no, he has that effect. But we run him at 2, just so I can get out my other vampires, preferably Duke, so I can make my opponent mill a trap card and then help have Duke in the graveyard so I can set up my other combos. Then we have 3 Mizuki. Once again, this is a zombie deck, and if you're not playing Mizuki, you're not playing zombies right. 3 Vampire Sorcerer to search out all the vampire cards I need when he dies, and also so I can normal summon my vampire monsters. 1 Pyramid Turtle, because Pyramid Turtle allows me to search out any monster I need from my deck when he gets destroyed by battle, so that's awesome. 3 Unizombies. Unizombies are the heart and soul of the deck. He helps you set up your graveyard early game. Like if you open up, let me see, it's like a 3-card combo, I guess. If you open up Unizombie, Destiny Hero Malicious, or a way to get Malicious to the graveyard, and Resonator Call or Chain Resonator, you can basically just go the freak off like I did the first game. I had the entire Red Dragon Archfiend Bloodline, then a Clearwing Single Dragon on the field, just chilling. The Unizombie is really useful. He knows you make level 5s really easily. He can also help, help align your single plays that you need, and yeah, he's just a really good card. And he helps set up your graveyard too. And that's what's really important for zombies. Next, we have 1 Red Resonator, part of the little Resonator sub engine we have. I just have 1 Red Resonator. Don't really need him at more than 1. He's useful for when I'm going for the Red Dragon Archfiend combos. But other than that, normal summon him out. You get a Mizuki from your hand too, and go for like a quick level 6 synchro. 2 Plague Spreader Zombies. He's also part of the Super Saiyan God combo core, and he can be recycled with Cyclone Mode or Omega, so keep that in mind. Also, he's really good for using as tribute fodder for your vampire monsters. So we have 1 Chain Resonator. Basically the Resonator that makes the Super Saiyan God combo possible. Just normal summon him out while you have a Synchro Monster on the field, and then you go off. And you can get Synchro Monster on the field pretty easily with these 2 cards in the grave. And because I can make a level 8 with this, I said, ooh, let's go for Red Dragon Archfiend stuff. And Red Dragon Archfiend is by far my favorite Synchro Bloodline. I love it so much. To go along with this, we have 2 Synchron Resonators to help continue to practice, to help continue the combo. I can add a little bit more stuff to it. I can go ahead and burn my last Malicious out in the graveyard, make a level 7 Synchro as well. This is really useful. And also, he allows me to recycle Red Resonators and Chain Resonators to my hand. So, awesome card. 2 Book of Life. Reborning my zombies from the graveyard is always awesome. And then also, I get to mess with my opponent's graveyard a little bit, so really good. Don't really need it at 3 because it's a dead draw really early game, but at 2 is like the perfect number for me. You might want to side deck the last one for certain matchups, like Monarchs, if you want to banish some of your cards, like the Erebus, or not Erebus, yeah, anything, just banish the graveyard. We have 1 Regeki, because Regeki clears boards. Resonator Call for searching out my Resonators. Dragon's Mirror for making the Draco Necro Nether Soul Dragon, which is an awesome boss monster that can just throw out because it wants to. As you guys see from the last replay, like I was able to get like every boss monster in the deck on the field at once, including one of his boss monsters I pulled from his graveyard with Bram. It was kind of funny. And we have 1 Foolish Burial, 2 Twin Twisters. Twin Twister is really good because you can discard Mally, discard this. Like, you don't mind throwing stuff from my hands to the graveyard and popping 2 cards in the field. It's really useful. Eliminating the back row. Foolish Burial, because Foolish Burial is needed in this deck. Getting Mally, Mizuki, all that good stuff to the graveyard. 1 Burial from Different Dimension. Recycles Sorcerer, Mizuki, Plague Spreader, and whatever else we banish when we make our Draco Necro Soul Dragon. 3 Vampire Empires. Helps buff your vampires up a little bit, and combine this with Vampire Duke's douchebag ability to force you to send something from your deck to the graveyard. You can also get to pop a card on the field for free, and it is not targeting. No, never mind, it is targeting. My bad, I misread it. But you get to pop a card on the field, so pop a Pendulum Scale, pop some back row, really good. Also helps you set up your graveyard. The 1 Vampire Shift, free vampire from the graveyard and search adjust your field spell for you. Yes, please. Don't need it at more than 1. I don't really like it. I had played at 2 and 3. I just didn't like it. 1 was perfect number for me. On to our extra deck. I'll start at the right. We have 1 Crimson Knight Vampire Bram. 2 level 5 zombie monsters to make him. This is like the pure definition of zombie. I can special summon a monster from my opponent's graveyard by detaching 1 material from him. And well, he does have the little restriction that only that monster can attack for the rest of the turn, but whatever. Don't care. I hate that effect is so stupid. It really slows this deck down. And then on top of that, he can if he like dies like anyway, like if he gets knocked out to the graveyard, he respawns the next turn in his defense position, so you can use him for tribute fodder and stuff. So that's really cool. Next we have one Volcasaurus because pretty boss level 5 and he allows you to burn, so yes. One Tyrus Keeper of Genesis can be destroyed by card effects while it has XYZ material. And after I attack, I get to pop a card in the field, so why not? You can swap these two out for any other level 5 that you want. It just shows these two. These are my favorites. Next we have one Armades Keeper of Illusions, because why wouldn't you play Armades? Armades is a monster. Swing and your Gyarados can't do anything? Yes, please. One Goyo Guardian. You can swap this guy out for Vulcan the Divine if you want to. They're both useful. I prefer Goyo Guardian though, because Vulcan Divine can be inconsistent when I don't want to bounce back. Like, if I don't have like my field spell or anything, I can okay with bouncing back to my hand on the field. That just shows Goyo Guardian. We have one Clear Wing Single Dragon. You can swap this out with Moonlight Rose or Black Rose Dragon if you want to. But I prefer Clear Wing for a little bit more defense and protection of my big monsters. One Cypher Little Omega. He's kind of like a burial from a different dimension. It allows me to cycle stuff to my graveyard. One Red Dragon Archfiend because number one, aside from the spec already being kick-ass enough, he allows me access to all the other big Red Dragon Archfiend stuff. And next we have, what's the name? One Bills, because Bills is awesome. Can't be destroyed by any means, and then if you take damage, you get stronger. Y'all know Bills. Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss, probably the best Red Dragon Archfiend like of all time. He's basically like a Cyber Dragon almost. You can negate any one card on the field that's face up. That's really awesome, and it's a quick effect, so you can do anything. And then if he does damage, I can special summon a tuner monster from my graveyard. One Leo because Leo is Leo. Excellent late game card. Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Bane. This guy right here, he allows me to get back. Like if I swing and do damage, I can do 2 tuners. I get one from my graveyard and one from my deck, so that's awesome. He also has a huge beast stick, and I can just send a card, I can tribute a monster on my field, send it to the graveyard, and get back a Red Dragon Archfiend monster from my graveyard, so that's awesome. We have one, the Corrupted Nether Soul Dragon. You can make him with Red Dragon Archfiend and Plague Spreader, or Build and Plague Spreader, you know. He's just an angry 4000 double swing and beat stick that says, screw you Quasar, because I can't be destroyed by battle. And then he can make 2 attacks on monsters, and during my standby phases, I can target a face-up monster my opponent controls, half his current attack, and then burn them for how much attack it had that's halved. So that's really cool. One Red Nova Dragon. He's pretty easy to make as well. I can make him with Plague Spreader or Red Resonator. And with the fact that I can get 2 tuners out with him, and I can use them to recycle and grab my Red Dragon from the graveyard, you can make Red Nova Dragon really easily. And he's just a huge attack negating, can be destroyed by card effects beast stick, so that's awesome. Also, these are the decks outs to the Super Quantum Mega BS cards that I hate. Next, we have one Draco Necro Soul Dragon. This card is pretty cool. All it requires is 2 zombie type monsters, so I can just use Dragon Mirror and just get him out for free. And basically, this card can't destroy a monster by battle, but if I attack a monster, I get to spawn a token to my side of the field with exactly how much attack that monster has, and the monster I attacked, its attack becomes 0. If it still fits up on the field, so that's really awesome. He allows you to push for OTKs. But anyways, guys, that is my Vampire Resonator deck profile. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I'm going to have to grind out like really hard over the next couple days, cause like this might be like a Yu-Gi-Oh marathon. I need to get out the Vampires vs. the World video for this deck, which I just made like 15 minutes ago, and then I have to show you guys my next deck, which is going to be. Well, your hint is gonna be Mythic Riders. It's like some old school archetypes that you really don't see anymore, and I'm combining them. So your hint is Mythic Riders. That's the name of the deck. I want you guys to try to guess what archetype that is. Then after that, I believe I've had a request for a UA deck. So like I need to catch up on Yu-Gi-Oh. So you're gonna have a Yu-Gi-Oh marathon coming up. Anyways, Server 1202 is signing out. Peace out, YouTube. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.